What's going on, man? It's your boy Gregory Cooper and I'm back with another video, man. Looking for my star, so I'm not going nowhere. And just to get straight into this video, if you're a subscriber to my YouTube channel, then you know I made this video right here about 2 weeks ago. And on this video, someone left a comment asking whether or not I can do a review of the Profi Birki from Birkenstock. Now, I'll be real. I was not aware to the Profi Birki, nor did I know this thing existed. But based on this person's username and them leaving a comment of trying to find a different shoe to rock in the hospital, I just simply could not ignore this comment. Now, just to get personal for 5 seconds, I have lost somebody super close to me to cancer. I lost my grandmother. So whenever it comes to the word cancer, I kind of dance around the word just because it is a touchy subject. So again, when it came to this comment, I just simply could not ignore this comment. I feel like if I can help somebody in this predicament with such a small thing like doing a review or trying to make a decision between buying this shoe and this shoe, I feel like that's the least I can do, especially with what people are dealing with in this world. With that being said, this is going to be the Profi Birki 2.0 from Birkenstock. I have no prior knowledge of the Profi Birki original. So when it comes to doing my review for these shoes, I'm going to be basing and using my judgment from the Super Birki 2.0 to kind of get an understanding of like, is there one better than the other? How's the comfortability? Because just having them in hand and just looking at it on camera, they are super similar, but they're very different. I don't know if that really made sense, but there's similarities, but they are different. And I'm also gonna do something very different than I typically do when it comes to my reviews because I have the Profi Birki 2.0 here, have the Super Birki 2.0 here, and then I also have the Super Birki original. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be rocking the Profi Birki 2.0 for 3 days straight. I don't think I need to rock it for a week just because I have so many shoes that are similar. And I think right around 3 days, I'll have an understanding of where it fits when it comes to comfortability, sizing, and all that. And then I'm gonna be rocking the Super Birki 2.0 again for a full day just to refresh my mind on the Super Birki 2.0. And then lastly, on the last day, I'm gonna be rocking the Super Birki original, just again, kind of get my understanding of the shoe as a whole. So when it comes back to the Profi Birki, I could kind of give you a better understanding of like, is there one better than the other? For price point, for sizing, all that jazz. I'm gonna be, having a better understanding of just like that Birki, Profi Birki model from Birkenstock. And just to wrap up the beginning portion of this video, before I go into rocking these for a couple days, the only ask that I have for this video is, if that initial person who commented on my last video decides to comment on this video, the only thing that I'm asking y'all, if you see their comment, because I'm gonna pin it, if you see their comment, just leave them some love. That's it. Leave them some love, leave them some speedy recoveries, send them some hearts, whatever the case may be. Just show them some love in the comment if you see their comment. If not, I don't care what you do. This video is solely for that person who decides to ask, can I do a review of the Profi Birki? But without further ado, I'm going to be rocking these for a couple days, so I will be back with an update on my thoughts and opinions on the Profi Birki 2.0 from Birkenstock. All right, so just off the rip, this is just a little bit different than my typical shoe/sneaker reviews. Now, by this point, I would have introed some cool vibey music, some B-roll of me at the gym, at the grocery store, driving around, chilling in the shoes. But given that I'm going to be talking about or discussing one shoe, but using these two as a reference, I just thought I should just get straight into this video. So whenever it comes to my reviews, I always like to start off with sizing first. Now, for the Profi Birki 2.0, I got a size 9. That is a size 42 on their website. This is a size men's 9. That is also the same size that I got for the Super Birki 2.0. That is also the same size that I got for the Super Birki original. So just to get this question right out of the way, are they true to size? Me personally, I believe these shoes are true to size. And if they weren't true to size, I wouldn't have got 1, 2, 3 shoes in the same size. Now, one thing when it comes to sizing that I do want to discuss is the Super Birki original is not the same shoe that the Super Birki 2.0 or the Profi Birki 2.0 shoe is. These shoes are just wider in length and width. So although they are true to size and although they do fit, I do fit in the Super Birki, I also fit in the 2.0 and the 2.0 for the Profi Birki. These shoes are just bigger shoes. I'm talking just like top down width and lengthwise, they are just bigger shoes, but they are true to size, if that makes sense. And I think that's the main reason that I didn't want to break this up and have its own dedicated video for the Profi Birki 2.0 is because these shoes right here are so similar to the Super Birki 2.0. I feel like I've been doing a disservice to make 2 separate videos basically saying the same thing. These shoes are very similar with just ever so slightly differences. Words are hard. Now, one thing that I do want to call out, something that I noticed off rip when I did the unboxing for the PROFI BIRKI 2.0 is the overall insole is just different than the Super Birki 2.0. As you can see here, not only just in color, but overall feel as well. Like the PROFI BIRKI, I think this may be the main reason that the PROFI BIRKI is a little bit lighter than the Super Birki 2.0 is because the insole itself is way more lighter than this pair. Obviously, the Super Birki 2.0 pair has the cork around it. It also has a little bit more a thickening cushion, if that's the right word. And this one doesn't have that overall difference in the bottom. It doesn't have the cork and all that. So I think this is like a major player on why the PROFI BIRKI is just ever so slightly just lighter than the Super Birki. And it's a difference for sure. I can notice it even just holding in my hand. The Super Birki is just a little bit heavier just because it's a little bit more denser, while the PROFI BIRKI has like, it gives a little bit, it has a little bit more of like a cushion feel to it. And the Super Birki kind of has like a little bit more of like a stiffness to it, let's say. But that doesn't take away anything from the Super Birki nor the PROFI BIRKI. I think they're both really comfortable shoes. And then when we're talking about in comparison to the Super Birki original pair, it is like night and day. It's not even close. Like the original Super Birki is not comfortable in my opinion. I don't reach to wear these as much as I used to. But now let's talk about overall comfortability. And again, when it comes to the comfortability of the PROFI BIRKI 2.0, it is very similar in comfort to the Super Birki 2.0. And if we're comparing the Super Birki 2.0 to anything else, the Super Birki original, dirt. The Super Birki 2.0, good. The PROFI BIRKI 2.0, good. Like I can wear it for multiple hours. I feel good. My foot doesn't get cramped up. Like just like the way that the shoe is designed ever so differently too. Like with the original Super Birki, it kind of caved in at this point right here. Kind of like when I would walk in the crease of the shoe would kind of make an indentation on my foot. So the top of my foot, whenever I rock the Super Birki originals for a long period of time, I would start to feel some discomfort. I haven't felt that discomfort yet with the Super Birki 2.0, and I definitely did not feel that discomfort with the PROFI BIRKI 2.0. So comfortability wise, we're going, this is number 3. This is not good. This is number 2, and this is number 1. And it's like neck and neck. Like it's really hard to choose. I think the only reason that I give the PROFI BIRKI just that competitive edge over the Super Birki 2.0 is because it's lighter. Like if the Super Birki 2.0 was just lighter, it would come down to design. And me personally, I like the design more of the Super Birki 2.0 than I do the PROFI BIRKI, just because this one gives more so like a, a slip-on, a clog, more traditional to the other clogs that I have. This one gives more like a shoe just because you have that backing to it. So like your foot's not necessarily open to go in and out so easily, even though they do come on and off easily. These just have no backing back here. So you could just like slide them on and slide them right off. That's just like, if these were just the same weight, it would come down to design aspects to me when it comes to like ranking one over the other. But since the PROFI BIRKI is a little bit lighter in weight, I think people will find a little bit more comfort in that versus like these being just a little bit heavier. So comfortability as a whole, I had the same experience in the Super Birki 2.0 that I did in the PROFI BIRKI 2.0. And just to wrap up this video, if you're somebody that's in the food industry, if you're a nurse, or if you're a patient in a hospital, and you're trying to find that next daily driver that you can slip on and off very easily that provides comfort, biases aside, you're probably gonna want the PROFI BIRKI 2.0. Just biases aside. Although I would personally get for the fashion, I would get the Super Birki 2.0, but I think the back piece right here that provides that foot security is going to be very helpful for people who are on their feet a lot. If you're walking around and you're like trying to actually get comfort too, I think this back piece is going to provide a lot of support and comfort in knowing that you're not going to, fall out the shoes anywhere. So I think when it comes to that alone, the PROFI BIRKI 2.0 is going to be the one you want to choose. Now, if we're talking fashion, overall sleekness, overall aesthetic, I'm leaning more to the 2.0 Super Birki just because it has that sleek finish to it. It has like this like mountain tread that like, it's like, I don't know. It's just something that gravitates me to the 2.0 that these don't really necessarily like give to me. And if we're talking a Super Birki original, listen, just forget those exist. Although I think they are good, and although I do have a pair, I would not get another pair of these. I would get another pair of these. I would not get another pair of these. Comfort, overall, you know, sleekness, finish to it. It's not comparable if we're talking about the 2.0 versions. And I really think that's why they made the 2.0 versions, because they knew with this one, it wasn't really hitting the mark. But with these, they really hit the mark. But without further ado, like I always do, I will catch y'all in that next one.
But I love the way you work it. Hey, I love the way you work it for me.